So today we will start a new book, that is Within the Power of Universal Mind by Rochelle, Sparrow and Cortney, Kane. So in this book, the author is talking about in detail energy. What is energy? What is universal mind? And how the energies of universal mind is connected to our energies and everything around us, and how we can clear the blocked energies, how we can improve the relationship, because everything is energy. Okay. And this is broken into 23 chapters in part 1, and part 2 gives us information about the various universal laws, and part 1 has all the chapters related to energy, power of energy, movement of energy, and within us, our finding our true self, the energy of the true self, how it connects with the energy of the universal mind. Universal mind is nothing but, we can say, God, divine, or the source, that energy. So we are all connected with that energy. So we'll begin with the first chapter, where the author is explaining what is energy. So energy, he says, it is everywhere. Everything is made up of energy. Energy is made up of electrons, neutrons, atoms, protons, and pictures. So energy has same structure, no matter what it is. Okay. When you see any object, instead of object, if you see from the energy point of view, it looks all similar. You cannot differentiate one another. So with this sentence, I just remember when I was reading the book Sadhguru's Karma. It seems Sadhguru in his childhood, he was not able to differentiate gender, because he sees people as an aura, as an energy, instead of the structure. So it was difficult for him to identify gender. He used to see only through energy. So it reminds of while reading this book. So here author also says that everything is energy, and if we don't see any object, as an outer structure or dimension, through energy, it all is same. We will not be able to differentiate between one another. Then energy is a common bond we have with everything, isn't it? Whether it is birds, whether it is rocks, whether it is trees, everything as an energy. And there is no difference between the energy of us and other things. It's all same. And then author explains his experience with shamanic practice. Okay, what happened is, once he has gone to a workshop of shamanic practice, where they use the drum beats to take you to the trance. And then they instruct that when you are in the trance, you will feel an animal. And that animal, whatever it guides you, accordingly you can act, and slowly you will come out of the trance once the drum beat comes on. So he experimented. So he saw hawk in his trance, in while he was in trance, and then shaman has told him that you should not go in a higher dimension, remain in the middle of the earth or on the lower dimension, but don't go to the higher dimensions. When he was in trance, he saw hawk, and then slowly the hawk took him, and then they were soaring high, touching moon, earth. He was seeing the earth from top and all that. And at one point, he became hawk was not visible. He became hawk. Their energies became one. That's how. And then slowly he came out of the trance, but he remained confused, disoriented for 3 days. He was feeling as if he has wings, and he was seeing his beaks and all that. So and then he remembers why shamans told don't go higher up, be in the earth dimension. So sharing this experience, author wants to stress on the point that we have the shape shifting, the energy uh, remains, can be transferred. We know. Just a moment, master, I got a phone. Yeah, so the author became a hawk, and he wants to say that everything is energy, and energy of the hawk and energy of us, this all merge into one, so that's why in shamans they say shape shifting, and we also know, no, shape shifting and all this happens with the energy. So energy has the all energy has the same ability to create, to make the sky, the ocean, and the trees. So all energy has the same equal value. All energy is equally important. We feel that we humans are superior, and the energy of dog or cat, and they are all inferior, or we feel superiority. But in terms of energy, everything is equal. The energy in me, energy in you, energy in the things, energy in the plants, animals, all is same. Hmm? It is coming from the universal mind. Universal mind is energy. Okay. And the way universal mind behaves in the universe is organized through its own laws. So the earth knows, you know, when the sun will go down or when the moon will rise. They don't need any code of ethics book or these, when the cricket will sing, when the rain will, it's all in the energy field. They all hidden in the energies, and universal mind is connected with everything. Okay. Then the author summarizes the points to remember that everything everywhere is made up of energy. All energy has the same ability to create. All energy has the same equal value. And the universal mind is energy. And the way universal mind behaves in the universe is organized through its own laws. Then he asks us to affirm, I am energy, an equal part of the energetic world in which I live. This is what he says to affirm. Okay, and then there are practices he suggests, that relax your body and take a deep breath and close your eyes. Take a moment to identify what your favorite animal is. Imagine as you breathe deeply that you are becoming the animal you have identified. Feel the shape of the animal and begin to move like the animal. How does the animal view the world in which it lives? What would its experiences feel like? When you are ready, open your eyes. You may want to journal your experience. So, from what is energy chapter, this is what the author is telling us, that energy is everywhere, and energy has the ability to create, and all energy has same equal value. And why this animal coming? Because animals have the energy, and we can feel it. And then in the next chapter and all, he says the power of energy. See, in our stories also, we know Hanuman, he can become big, big, big. He can also become small, small, small. So with the power of energy, you can take energy and become bigger than more than your size. You can drain energy and become lesser than your original size. These are all energy we will see eventually in the next chapter. Anyone wants to say anything or comment anything or ask anything, please unmute yourself. Yes, Ramji.
Yes, looks like a very interesting new journey had started, Rashmiji. So, very beautiful concept, that we are all part of one. And this is pretty well said and commonly used terms in the Indian culture, in in Upanishads and all these things, right? And now how the Western author connects this idea and takes us to the same truth would be very interesting to journey together. And yes, the work always remains in truly experiencing, not just understanding. So looking forward to the wisdom that flows through, that takes us much closer to not just understanding, but as well, taking few steps in that path of experiencing. So thank you always for bringing such nice books and wisdom.
Thank you, Ramji. Yes, the author has very well, connected our, Eastern philosophy with scientific quantum physics, and it is an amalgamation of quantum physics and the psychology plus, the Eastern way of concepts. So, yeah, it's very good. Few of the parts are channeled. Uh, so other people may contradict, but it is logically and scientifically he's explaining many of the things. Later we will see how this energy will help us to release our blockage and how we are connected with the universal energy. Yes, thank you, Ram. Yeah. Anyone else wants to say?
Rashmi ji,
Yes,
it
Indra.
is a very nice concept, and I heard of this before as well. Very
Yeah.
recently, I remember reading that Einstein said that all matter is nothing but energy,
Yeah.
but he says energy at different levels. That's one thing he said. But what sort of the but how do we sort of that's the that's makeup. We are made of energy. We can be viewed as matter, all matter, including us, the material part of us, is all energy. The feelings, they are also energy, aren't they? And
Yes, yes.
there are different types and different levels. How do we marry the two together?
Yeah, yeah. Energy, what I understand, we know, no, water is there in the liquid form as well as when we freeze it, it becomes ice. So form and shape is changed, but the energy component remains the same, from
Yes.
that point of view. So similarly, I think you are suggesting that joy or bliss emotion that has a high vibration, right? And the sad have a low vibration. And then this book is saying that energy is same and equal, right? This is what I guess you are trying to ask.
Yes, I think so. I think so. Yes.
Yeah. So from this book point of view, yeah, he is saying that energy is equal. That's how, with his example of when he went to trance, that he saw the hawk and he became hawk. So the energy of hawk and his energy, fused and became, one. So if it is not equal, the fusion will not happen, right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So this is what through his experience he is telling us. I think science has to come with details, I think, in future, right? In
Correct.
our, as Ramji also said, Upanishad and our Vedas, many things are written which science is yet to decipher and delineate, those with a
That's right.
scientific rationale. So let us see, eventually someone will, yes, discover
But
these things.
I think we are not evolved to that extent as yet. I would think. Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
Maybe we will go through whole chapters, and I think by that time you will also get a clarity and um, able to logically accept, or we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, not everything can be explained with logic. I think. Yes.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you, Rashmi ji.
Thank you, thank you. Anyone else wants to share anything? Thank you for the messages.